Hello everybody, this is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministries. I hope everybody is doing great. This is a YouTube pre-recorded video and right now it is 10:15 in the evening on July the 6th. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's almost Friday. TGIF tomorrow. Yeah, I got my day job that I can't quit, so TGIF. I've got a mess, as you can kind of see, but I didn't want to put off talking to you guys while I was trying to clean my mess a little bit and work on another project. So I'm going to kind of clean and talk and show you things all at the same time. I can't remember if y'all have seen these cards because I did a couple of lives on Facebook, and I can't pull my Facebooks to YouTube right now. So this card, I can't remember if I had done this. This card was done with the Friendship Royalty set. So the little crowns, the birthday queen, used the stars, used that little sparkly thing. It kind of reminds me of a firework. And then there's this extra little card piece that flips open in the back. So you actually have a card inside of a card. May your greatest wish come true, which came out of the Ladybug set. So it's kind of cool about wishes, and it looks like these are little magic wands to make wishes, and all the neat stamps from that Friendship Royalty. I think that's the name of it. I don't want to say it backwards. I almost said it backwards the other day. Yes, Friendship Royalty. That's what it's called. And my friend Kelly Atchison, this was her $1 million card set that she got when she made her $1 million sale. She got to help design this set, and she is the queen of stamping. So that's hers. Let me see. There was something else. Okay, but anyway, I'm getting ready to stick that one in the mail. I think this is that new pool party ribbon that's out right now. And this is done with Coastal Cabana, all the colors there. And I decorated the envelope with some crowns as well, front and back. Set it over here so it goes in the mail. And I can't remember if I did this one on here or if I did it on Facebook, but there's another little neat kind of a fold. It gives you a chance to show off some DSP, some designer series paper. Can't remember what set that's from, but this is the irresistible blooms, these little blooms. This came from the Bow Punch. This is also a new ribbon. It's called, got it sitting right here actually. It's called Lost Lagoon. Trying to figure out what kind of ribbon. It's a polyester bordered ribbon, and Lost Lagoon color. It's in our new catalog, the 23-24 catalog, and the code for this one is 161171. This one's getting ready to go out in the mail too, so I wanted to be sure I shared it before it got put in the mail. Okay, so set that one aside. I've been working on the current paper pumpkin kit. This is the June 2023 paper pumpkin kit. The July one will be shipping next week. So the last day to sign up for the for the July kit, which is gonna look, it's gonna have stuff in it like this. It's a summer fun in the sun kit. The last day to sign up for this is Monday, July the 10th. Monday, July the 10th. So that's coming up in just a few days. So don't wait. If you think you want to try some stamping, your first time doing it, this is a great way to get started. I believe it's $23 or $24.50, and that includes your shipping. And when you sign up like a subscription, just like you would subscribe to nowadays it's not magazines so much. You subscribe to TV channels and things, and you pay each month. Well, you kind of do that too, except for with this, you can skip a month. You can say, it's not like TV and say, I just don't want to watch TV in March. So you skip it that month. But this one, you can say, I don't want the October, November, December kits. I'm too busy. I don't want those. So each month you just go and suspend it, and then say you want to start it back in January or something. So that's the way that works. Or you can cancel if it's not for you. You made 9 cards. Each kit comes with the stuff to make 9 cards. At least that's the way most of them are. And just you decided you don't want to do it anymore, and so you can cancel. There's no obligation to keep getting the kits. So I've done a couple cards with this. Like I said, I can't remember what I've shared with y'all and what I shared on Facebook, but I always do alternative cards to the ones that they suggest. So that's the other thing. If you don't feel like you're creative enough to come up with your own card ideas, no big deal. Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin has you covered, because they give you the instructions to make 3 different cards, and you can make 3 of each of those cards for a total of 9 cards. That's typically what comes in a kit, is all the materials needed to make a total of 9 cards, 3 of 3 different designs. Now, you don't have to make them like that. You can change them up and do other things, and that's what I usually do. I don't usually do the ones that are here, and for the last several months I have not done the ones that they suggest at all. But again, here's all your instructions. It even comes with a ruler if you need to measure ribbon or anything, or paper. The first one will come with a little block that you can use to stamp your stamps with. It will come with a little set of stamps. These came from some other sets. I just had them pulled out, and I've got this one already, like it's on blocks. So, if I can find them, hang on. So this is one of the ones that's on a block here. Trying to find them all. I thought I had them on a block. This little bitty flower. There's like a little stem or a little squiggly of some sort. This says friend. Trying to remember what else was in it. So anyway, and like I said, these are some old ones. I was using the sentiments out of these old ones. So you get a few of these and you'll have what you need to make a good variety of cards. So again, last day to get the July Paper Pumpkin will be, sign up last day is Monday the 10th. Okay. Now, so these are 2 that I used, that I made with this kit. These were both made using the stuff, or some of the stuff, but mostly the base of that card. I did use this little flower thingy here on this one. These next 2, this one was used using the background paper from this one and a couple of the other elements, but I changed them up a little bit. And then this is the one that I did with the navy, and changed it up a little bit. Here's another one. I didn't really use anything specifically from any particular card, other than they give you these little, so here's all my little bits and pieces that go with this kit. Hang on, let me pull all these out, because I was working on this last night and I didn't get it put away, and that's why I have such a mess. And things that I might be using that I have punched or stamped or die cut or whatever. And so make this a little bit more presentable here. I'm missing something. Ah, there it is. I'm missing my July host code. We want that. We don't want to lose my July host code. So I'll put that back there. So there is the stamp that stamps these. And then the kit comes with some that are already designed for you. This little one right here. And I think I used that one. I used that one on this card right here. This one comes, you punch it out, so I didn't have to stamp that or anything. But I used the punch to draw this one and do it a different color, because it only comes with a couple of them in this color. Now they also come with a plain one. Let me see if I've got one. I had one floating around over here, but I don't know if I still have it or if I buried it. It's probably buried. I'm gonna stick all that inside this little folder here. Keep me from losing stuff. Let's see. Oh, maybe that's one. No, I thought maybe I had one. Well, here's the outline of that other pot where I and I drew around it, like I said, and colored it. I was planning on doing some more of those. Okay. I'm not seeing that little pot that I wanted to see. It might have gone up underneath something. Then I can pull out another one. Put my box back for a minute here. So there's where I had stamped one there. There's another one I've stamped. Okay. Little things that you punch out that you use on the cards that come in the kit. Okay, here you go. So it came with some white ones just blank like this, and so this one I used the stamp and I laid it on top of the plain white one, and I just stamped it on this little white one. I do have a die that I can cut all these other ones out that I have stamped. So look at, I mean, I stamped all of these to do some other cards with them in some other colors. And there was an add-on that you could go and buy extra to go with this kit that included this little thing here, a little die cut that I can run through my stamp cut and emboss machine. I can die cut all of these little guys out. And there's also a little flower, and I used those flowers right here. I stamped them with the little flower stamp, and then I used this die cut. I don't think I've cut any of these little leaves yet. I don't think. If I did, they're probably in that little baggie, but I don't remember. No, I don't see any. I see a couple of little flowers in there, but I don't see any of the greenery. I need to die cut out some of that greenery and use it. So these are the cards I've done so far with the kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so far I've not even used everything that came to make 3 cards. So I've still got at least 6 cards worth of stuff in my box to make more cards. So anyway, it's kind of like a little game. Let's see how many cards we can get out of the set. This one, so it's just, I'd seen there's a thing going around right now. Everybody's trying to use their circle punches. And so I just punched out, this was the background paper here that came with the kit. It was like one of the card bases. So I punched that one there. This one that's hiding a little bit more was from this background paper, from this card base. This one and this one, I used the little flower stamp and just stamped paper and cut them out. And so yeah, there's where I punched that one out. And here's where I punched that one out. And then I made my own little paper here and punched that one. I made my own little paper here and punched that one. And I made a little bit, I wasn't as crazy about it. I was trying something a little different, where I just stamped the word friend and then put some little dots. And that's that one right here. Might have to try something different for the next one. But I'm mostly trying to use things that come with the kit and pulling outside things as little as possible, with the exception of ink and cardstock. I am pulling out, obviously, all these other ink colors here. And so I'll need to be pulling out some other cardstock colors, because I plan on making something with all of these. Okay. So yeah, again, each kit will come with a stamp set. It'll come with a little thing of ink. This one came, I believe, with Night of Navy ink. And all the things you need to make the 9 cards, 3 of 3 different designs. 3 each of 3 different designs. So this is the June. Welcome in. June 2023, welcome in. Okay, if you're just coming in with me, I'm not sure if I mentioned, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry. You can find me there on Facebook. It's Kim's Creations with a K, Kim's Creation and Card Ministry. You can reach me, best way to reach me is by texting me at 864-752-5688. Okay, so next, so I kind of got my space cleared off here. So now I want to get to work on the cards that I need to work on. And I'm going to need a lot of just basic white paper. I could use the heavy, but I'm just going to use the basic and not the, what do they call it? It's a heavier weight. I think they call it thick basic white. This is just the regular basic white. It's not thick. I could use thick, but I'm donating these to something, so they work just, and they're some really small cards, so they're going to work just fine with the basic. And I've made some samples of what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to post this. As a matter of fact, I was getting ready to post this on my Facebook a little while ago. I was over at my mom and dad's house. Drama. My mom's been messaging me since I got home, and I've only been home about 30 minutes. Okay. So let me pull back up. All right, so there's this event in upstate South Carolina, and there's more than one. There's several of these events that are going on. The sunflower thing. Okay, so every year, and more people are jumping on the sunflower thing, where these, the people, they get all their sunflowers, and you can come out there and get pictures or play games, or I'm sorry. Sunflowers of Anderson. Where you can, and people go out there and get their pictures made. They pay photographers to take their pictures. But anyway, the one that I've been going to the last several years, let's see if that's going to show in I think y'all can see that. I'm going to move that lamp right there for now while I'm showing you this. So this is their Facebook page, Sunflowers of Anderson. And they are going to be open Saturday and Sunday this week. So this is what, the 7th or the 8th? The 8th and the 9th. I think it's 10 to 5 maybe. And then next weekend, the 15th and the 16th of July. So they're trying to, finalize everything, make sure the flowers are coming up pretty. Look at those. Let's see. Does she say what time on here? I don't know. But you can get 5 large flowers for $10. And look at that, where they were just kind of, this is one of their fields here. This was 3 days ago. And they do it for, it is 10 to 5. There it is. And you don't have to park. You don't have to pay to get in. You can go walk around the flowers. You can take pictures all you want to. Sometimes they let you cut your own. I'm not sure. I think it depends on how many flowers they have, whether or not they allow people to cut them or not. But they will do bundles, and then they also sell t-shirts, and they also sell, and then they sell the flowers. Sometimes they have some other things. But I talked to the lady earlier this week, and I wanted to do this last year, and I was more of a mess last year than I am this year, if that's possible. But I'm making for them to include something to purchase. I'm making these small note cards here that people can get to fill out to and from, and put them on the envelope here and include them in their purchase. I'm actually thinking I might go stamp a little something on the inside even. I'm wondering too, so I was stamping this on the back with these little leaves and put my initials. That's kind of coming through just a little bit. I did that with the, I know the blends go through, but I did this with one of the Stampin' Right markers. I didn't think they bled through. But again, I'm using the thinner paper. I'm not using the thick. But I'm using the sunflower. It was a set, it just recently retired. But I'm using this pretty sunflower. I used a couple different colors in my stamp. I'm going to just, actually, I thought I'd show y'all how I was doing these tonight for my YouTube. And then I'll, because I've got to get a bunch of these made to take to her Saturday morning, because the sale is Saturday. And I've just got a few here ready to go. But I had a few, and I took pictures, and I mailed them, and I emailed it to her and asked her if she'd be interested. And she said, absolutely. And I think what I'll do is just go to the Dollar Tree and buy a little thing of pins. And, you know, they can just pin the envelope onto the little bag that they put the flowers in. Because I think last year they were putting them in those little plastic bags that you can get at the, you know, the clear ones that you put flowers down in to kind of keep them together. And then they could pin this to the plastic bag and put to and from inside the card. And it's got a little bit of Wink Stella right there. So this is how, these little tiny envelopes, where's my stack of them? I gotta find that. Oh, here they are. So you buy a package of these. These are the 3x4 basic white envelopes. 3x3. I don't know if I said 3x3 or 3x4. 3x3 inches basic white envelopes. There's 40 in a pack. Don't remember how much they are. But, so then all I had to do was cut my cardstock to fit. Let me find these in the catalog, because I couldn't find my catalog last night when I did my Facebook. But I found it now. So, let's see. So many things in here that I hadn't gotten that I would still like to have. But, you know, you can't have it all. I wish I could, but I can't. Let me see if I can find these little envelopes. And I hope some of you got to take advantage of the paper that was on sale. Okay, here they are. Basic white 3x3 envelopes. There's 40 in there. They're $11. The number is 159233, and this is on page 135. And I think it's just because of the size that they're kind of high, because of the size. Because here you can get 20 basic white note cards and envelopes. They're a little bit smaller, but you can still mail this size, and that's 20 cards and 20 envelopes for $10.50. On the Memories and More Bright and Beautiful set of cards and envelopes, again, 20 envelopes, 20 cards for $11. So those are some neat sets you can get of cards. These are blank, so you'd still want to stamp on them. But I wanted specifically this small size. Okay, so that's that. So let me show you how I made these. Now, I could have made my card's a little bit bigger than I did, and they would have still fit in the envelope. As a matter of fact, here's the first two I made. I was kind of playing around and trying to figure out what I wanted to do on my cards. And you can see these are a little, put my light back down, a little, this one is a little larger than this one. So this one is actually 3 by 3. I never checked actually to see if this completely fit in here. Then I got to thinking about it. I know if the envelopes are 3 by 3, does that mean a 3 by 3 card will actually fit? So maybe the envelopes are 3 1/8. Okay, but it did. It fit just perfectly. So you could do your cards 3 by 3 and they will fit in the 3 by 3 envelope. So I'm just saying that. But I was able to take better advantage of my paper and get more out of my paper by adjusting the size. Make sure I got the right here. Adjusting the size of my cards a little bit. And the cards are a little bit smaller than the envelope, but it's not terrible, you know. And they're still a good size card, you know, and it's not really a whole lot of difference there. So, let's see if I can remember how I did these now, because like I said, I was trying to make the best use of my paper. Okay, so my cards are, I remember now kind of what I did. So, you know, when we make a typical card, one of our regular cards that we usually make, we usually take our 8 1/2 piece of 11 paper and we cut it in half. We either cut it this way or this way in half. I think most often people do it this way. It's fine. It doesn't matter. You can do it either way. So you cut it in half. So that's 5 1/2 because that's 8 1/2 by 11. So half of 11 is 5 1/2. So I'm still doing that 5 1/2. Okay. Because this is 5 1/2 this way. And then this is 2 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, plus 3 over here. I can get 6 with just a little strip of waste. Whereas if I had done it the larger size, where did I put those? Okay. Which I did these 3 by 3, I'm pretty sure. 3. So it's 6. So 6, I couldn't double up going this way. Can't double up this way. So let's see what I can do here. I can get 1, 2, 3. And if I've got 6, so I don't even have another one. I can't put another one here because this is 6 and 8 1/2 minus 6 is not 3. It would have needed to be 9 to get another one in. So I'm only getting 3 by 3 cards out of an 8 1/2 by 11 paper if I do them the larger size. But I can get twice that many if I do the smaller size. Now, you could do the 12 by 12 paper. And in that case, you could get more. But I didn't have any 12 by 12. So I'm going with my little ones here instead. And that one I got ink on it where it didn't go. But I think it's okay. That can be one of the display ones. All right, so let's cut our paper. I need to cut. I probably should be putting a new blade in this. I've got a lot of ink here in the way. So I'll cut. Let's set these over here. See if I can actually get my thing in the window this time. Yeah, pretty much. Let's see. So this is going to be cut at 5 1/2, just like I do a normal card. So, and I do mine from the bottom because it's just easier for me to read, and plus I'm left-handed, might have something to do with it. But I usually pull my blade, and I usually pull my blade to me instead of pushing it away from me. But this is the way I do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut several So keep in mind I can get 6 out of each piece of paper. So that was 1. I'm going at 5.5. 2. 3. I don't know how many pieces of paper I got here, so I'm just, oh, that, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that paper's like, it's got kind of a wrinkle in it. I noticed this on something the other day. I don't know if these other ones had it or not, but I don't like that. I came up, oh, there's another one. I don't know if all of these have this. This is just strange. See, now that one's not that way. I don't see it on this one. It's strange though that several of the sheets are like that. I think these two are okay. And I didn't notice it on those first few I did. Okay, let's do this one. I think this was 4. I think this is 5. So this would be 30. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut one of these other ones, set these aside, because I actually want to try a different stamp just for the heck of it and see if I like it. And so I'm gonna use this as my practice piece of paper. Most of these stamps I'm using are photopolymer. I mean, are not photopolymer, so I don't have to have my little mat. But I did pull out another set of stamps that I kind of forgot I had. I'm gonna put these back over here. I've got to get some more space. And I want to try and see how I like this other. So this came out of a paper pumpkin kit last year. It was the 2022, August 2022 Sweet Sunflowers set. I mean, it was probably one of the most popular sets ever. It had sold out to the point there were no refills. They didn't have any more refills for this set. It was awesome. And I got lots and lots of cards out of this. And I actually bought an extra box. I hadn't done the second box, but I used the first box and got a whole lot of cards for my daughter to, for thank you notes, for wedding gifts or shower gifts. And I'm thinking I might add a little bee to these cards, because that would be really cute, that little bee. We used to have like a little bee embellishment, but I don't have those anymore. But I wanted to see, because it had been so long since I had used this, I wanted to see, I couldn't remember what this sunflower looked like. And it has a separate inside that you stamp. And while I'm at it, I'm going to stamp the bees and see if I like the bees. I was trying to remember what the sentiments were on here. I mostly used the thank you. Wishing you so much happiness. I might can use those on some of these cards I'm working on now, because I'm working on cards to take to the nursing homes right now. And so I might leave this one out so I can use the sentiments. All right. That's what the current paper pumpkin I'm working on. So sometimes with these, y'all, I don't use the sentiments to come with the set. And in this case, I'm not, because I'm taking these to a nursing home. And so I'm trying to make them, you know, something to make them happy or whatever. You know, enjoy your day and things like that. And I might use a couple of those for that also. Alrighty, so this sunflower is going to need a bigger stamp. So I'm going to take this one. This one's off that current kit that I'm working on, so because it needs a big stamp too, so I'm gonna put it on there. And let's see if I have 2 tiny ones. I think I only have one for the little bee. This could be a B-size block for the inside of the flower, and could use both sides. I don't really like doing that, but I can try. All right, this is the color I've been using for the main part of my sunflower. Now the one that I've been using that was the previous in an older kit. Let me see if I have that. Oh, it's called Celebrate Sunflowers. So some of you may have this. This was a very popular set for several years. I still love that. Let's celebrate you. And I do this know that you're loved on some of these cards for the older people too. But anyway, so this is the one that the other little cards that I used on those other little cards. And I've got to put this on this huge block because it's too big for that one. So I'll put it on here. Okay, just to get that done. All right, let's see what this one looks like. And because it's photopolymer, I want to use my foam pad underneath to get a more full coverage, more good coverage. Let's see. So it's really, so I was trying to see if it's smaller, okay, but I also have this other small one, but it has the little leaves on it. I used this one on the envelope and just stamped it so that the leaves weren't showing. So that's this one here. I would still need to add color to this one, but let me try the inside using, where'd I put those inks? Ah, here it is, Wild Wheat. So I did a sponge to the inside of this with the Wild Wheat, which is one of the new in colors. So what I'm going to do here is just actually stamp the inside piece with the Wild Wheat. And that comes out kind of dark looking to stamp it. Wonder if I stamp off. It would be much lighter if I stamped it off. So I don't know that I like that either. Okay. So I'm probably just gonna stick with the one I've been using, the one out of the Celebrating Sunflowers. I'm probably gonna continue to use it. Like I said, this was great for that paper pumpkin kit. I wish I had pictures. Well, somewhere I do have pictures of all those cards, but it's kind of hard to show. I could post them. That's what I need to do, is go post them somewhere. Anyway, but I still want to see what the little bees look like. I'm not sure. It seems like last year I actually stamped them in black and then I colored them in a little bit. But let me see how that looks. Trying to decide if I can just leave them this color or not. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'll show you how I did this. Okay, I don't need that. I need the orange. This is the pumpkin pie. It's the orange. This is crushed curry for my yellow. The inside I used Wild Wheat. And let's see, I want to move this and this out of the way because I'm not going to use these. I'll put them over here in my basket to wash. All right, so what I want to do, okay, I don't need the old olive yet. Now obviously I did not, this whole thing's not getting stamped on here, so just part of it. But I'm going to go ahead and stamp the whole thing for now. And I may come back and use it with something. For something later. I could go die cut it out or something. Alright, if I'm, there's one sponge dauber. I had another one over here somewhere. Sponge. Here's my mask. Masking paper. Oh, good. I can throw this away. And got another one. I have to figure out which is which. And I'm going to take a break and get a sip of my drink. So, I'm drinking this Olipop. Today's flavor is orange squeeze. I just started trying these a few weeks ago, see if they help my digestion a little bit. I've had stomach problems for years, and we got my gallbladder out because there wasn't any point in it being there since it didn't work anyway. But I still have stomach aches. So, trying something else. Try something new, Kim. We will let you know how that turns out. I'm trying to look for a napkin or something to lay this on. I don't have, oh, here's one. I'll use this one. It's starting to get condensation on my table here. Actually, it dripped on my flour right there. That's all right. All right, so one of these has that wild wheat. It's almost dried out now. I think that was the wild wheat, and that was the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm gonna go the inside. Let's see how. Don't want it terribly dark, so I'm gonna wipe off some of that wild wheat right here. And then with the pumpkin, now, again, I didn't have to do it on the whole thing because I didn't stamp the whole flower on these tiny cards. So put a little bit more orange in some other spots on this one. I'll go ahead and stamp it down. Like that over there. Just letting all my inks soak in. I'm trying to get these to where I can get to them. All right, so you can see maybe a little bit of that, the different colors. Let's see. So there's a little bit of the orange in there. There's still some of the crushed curry. And then you can certainly see how the wild wheat. See, it doesn't look as dark here as it does where I stamped it over in these other ones. Isn't that strange? That it doesn't go on. Well, I guess because I'm sponging it and not, that was a stamp and this was sponging. So that's why it's not as stark of a color. So that's how I'm doing that. And then I'm taking my masking, and I'll have to figure out how I had my stamp plate out again and make sure I'm doing it. My masking paper goes, I think, like this. So I didn't do the whole thing because I'm only got an area of it that I'm concerned about that's on my card. And I believe I used this one. Yeah, I used this one big leaf, and I used the old olive. And by using this masking paper, it kind of makes look like my leaves are underneath, coming out from underneath the flower. And I'll put one here. I'll put another one. Not quite crazy how I did that, but that's okay. All right, so there's some leaves coming out from behind the flower, under the flower. And then now I can see what my little bees are gonna look like. Let's see. Make sure I do them right side up. He's backwards from what I wanted him to be. That's okay. So I would put him maybe right here. And let's see what this other one, I think that he's right. Nope, I had him upside down too. But I'm having to look through another stamp to see what he looks like. So that's part of the issue. You know, and they may not really be a room. Oh, I could do this on the inside, couldn't I? Because they really wouldn't show up on here unless I did him in black. But I could put him on the inside of the card. So I'll have to try that. But let me try this. Let's say black. Where are you? That's my Versamark. Oh, okay, there's my black. I store my black and my Versamark upside down so that the ink stays near the top of the ink pad. On our other inks, if you look at how they come up, so these are stored upside down because of the way they close. So you don't have to worry about turning these over to store them. Okay, let's get that off of there. Do I have him right side up? I do. So actually, yeah, he might look better if I just leave him black. That might be cute. If anybody's watching and sees this, y'all let me know if you like the black bee or the yellow bee or no bee, or just put a yellow bee on the inside maybe. Let me try this one in black. This other little guy. Oh, come on, Kim. Gotta make sure I give him a good full stamp. Okay. There he is. I think I might like this one better. But anyway, if y'all watch this in the next day, let me know, because I've got to have these finished. I need to finish them up tomorrow night. And if I need to go in and add a bee, I will do that. But I'd like to know what your opinion is if you happen to watch. All right, so I'm going to stick with my original flower idea here. And we'll get finishing up. We'll get to working on these cards. So I didn't finish cutting my paper, so I need to do that. I'll go ahead and close these up for the time being so I don't get them on anything. And I believe the way I'll do this, I probably need to wipe my hands, is do a bunch of sunflowers and then go back and do the leaves all at one time. But when I stamp my sunflower, I want to make sure I have it turned so that I get the part that I'm masking off. I don't know. Maybe I should cut this down a little bit more. I could cut it some more. I don't have any more sticky on it, but I could still cut it some more and put some sticky. I think I will cut it some more, and that way I have more flour to work with, and I don't want to have to cut a whole new one out. So this was done on a Post-it note, and originally it had sticky on it, so it would stick on my sunflower, my stamped image on my card, and then I could lay this on top of it and then stamp those leaves, which you can see I've stamped a lot of leaves. I may have to do a new one of these just because this one's starting to get a little raggedy, but I think I can get a little bit more use out of it anyway. And what I have over here is some temporary tape, and I'll put some temporary tape on the back of it to help it stay in place when I use it here in just a little bit. I'll go ahead and do. So that brings it more space that I can use. And I think I'm not 100% sure what those leaves look like. Let's get this back here for a minute. So this was, and the why I look is this this section right here looks so different from the rest, so that I know I kind of look for this leaf to know, and so that I can find where to line this up at. And that helps by looking for where that leaf is and trying to lay it in the same place. And I'm not doing a very good job of that right now, but I did a minute ago. Okay, Kim, we're gonna have to do better. I was standing up a minute ago too, though. I think that's it right there. So now I was able to go a little bit further around my flower there. I was trying to see, because I've kind of covered that up. All right, I think I can see it now. I think I know what it does here. Goes in just a little bit. That part I can see pretty good. Come on around just a little bit more. But I think they're finally starting to run out of fireworks down the street from me. I just say, y'all, that my poor little doggy, and I'm sure other people's poor little doggies have been suffering. I mean, they started like last Friday night, and it's just been going non-stop ever since. Just every night. They were pretty loud last night. And they were going for a few minutes here tonight, but I said they must be running out of fireworks because I hadn't heard it as much. Come over here again. I'm still trying to get that. Right here. That's got that one. Okay, this is the one right here. So it just goes in just a tiny bit right there, just a little tiny tip. That's what I was thinking it was, but 100% sure. Okay, just goes in just a tiny bit and then back out. So, trying to find the best way to figure it out. Since I've covered up so much of it, the detail now, it's a little bit harder to tell. I think that's it. That's it right there. Okay. All right. So, what I like to do is put this on my, I'll wipe it off a little bit here, lay it on my stamp pad so that it's going on my card. I was looking to see if I have a scrap one. Where's those? Oh, my practice one here. So on this one, so here's that bundle of flowers where you can see they all look kind of different. Where's that one that flaps way? I'm gonna find that one that flaps way over. Well, it's gonna be this way. Okay, so it's this one that flaps over. So I probably want to turn my stamp this way a little bit. Let's see. So that, because there's the flap. There's the flap. So that's all cut out. So that would be okay. And then on this end, it's kind of hard to see these anymore. So many of them are stamped over. Let's see if I can find these two. So there's these two that are kind of underneath. Oh, they're going to be more, okay, because right now this is like this direction, right now. So these two. So I've cut that far. So from here to like about here could be on the card. So I'm going to turn it like that, and that way I can put my mask anywhere that I could put those leaves anywhere just about, and my mask would cover them. I think that's going to work. All right. So I'll move this back again. That's a little one. I need to get rid of these so I don't get them dirty, the ones I've already done. So let's move them out. Okay, got them over there with other things that need to go in the mail. All right, so that's ready to go. And move my envelopes and clean my hands a little bit before I cut paper. So we'll finish cutting a few and we'll stamp a few. And get a few of these taken care of for the night. All right, so here's my cutter again, paper cutter. Constantly having to move stuff. All right. Okay, so also I wanted everybody to know that, all right, these are going to get cut 2 3/4. So today started the online exclusives. The Stampin' Up! Had some online exclusives that went live today. And there actually wasn't as much as I thought there was going to be. I felt like there was more last time. So two of the sets that the demonstrators could pre-order, and I didn't order any of the stamp sets in the pre-order. I only ordered the paper and the embellishments that came with the one sleigh set, riding in the sleigh thing. And so all I ordered was the paper and the embellishments. So it's these little embellishments right here, and they're very flat, so they're not going to stick up much to make your envelopes bulky. So these will be great for sending Christmas cards. The number for these is 162129. These are on online exclusives as far as I know while supplies last. However, and I'll say that, and then here's the paper, and I'll open this up and I'll do a YouTube tomorrow. I open it up and you can see it. I'll be surprised if the paper sells out, but it might. But I got a feeling they'll bring it back because it's a Christmas paper, and it's the only paper that was on the online exclusives. There weren't any other papers. There were 2 more stamp sets, and one of the stamp sets had a punch. It was the truck with the punch. Let me pull it up. I can pull that up for y'all. And I did get it ordered in English before it sold out. Yeah, it's sold out today, the first day. But they're saying now let me rephrase that. The stamp set sold out. The punch did not. So I thought that was kind of interesting because we're finding that a lot of times it's the punch. Like the Easter Bunny sold out so fast, and the Shamrock sold out so fast, and it seems like there was something. The leaf sold out, and I don't know. The die cuts for the their little rhino set sold out. So it just seems kind of it was kind of weird this time to me that the stamp set sold out before this little punch. So you can probably see it right there. Let me see if it'll let me just pull these up. Oh, it's just so cute. Oh, that's a cute idea with the paper, with the sailboat. I never thought about like using designer paper with it. So the truck is still available. Oh, y'all, clearance rack too. The clearance rack, y'all, this penguin builder is just $4.50. I mean, that's crazy. All you'd have to do is dot some eyes on it. But it would stamp out the black part, the white part, the little yellow feet, and then you just have to put little 2 dots for little eyes, or maybe a dot for a nose. I mean, that $4.50. See, these other ones are $10.80 that are on clearance. But that, I mean, that was just crazy. All right, let me go back up here and find view all. And do the online exclusives. Make sure I've got this where y'all can see it. Yes. Okay. So, this is one of the stamp sets. I'll pull it up here so you can see it a little bit better. That's the French version. I should have pulled up the English version, but that's okay. You can see what the stamps look like anyway. French. There's this ribbon. It's like a red polka dot ribbon. It's a real red and gold dotted ribbon, 3/8 inch. It is $9. And right now it's just an online exclusive. So it may just be available while it's, while it lasts, 10 yards. I don't know if they'll have more of this later or not. Okay. So that was an online exclusive. All right, here's the bundle in English, and the bundle is currently unavailable because the stamp set is sold out. Not the punch, the stamp set. If I were you and you want that trunk punch like I wanted that trunk punch, I'd go get it. Even without the stamp set is coming back. They have already put a date that it will be available again. Let me pull up this other one. Let's pull the one where you can actually see the stamp set. I mean, and honestly, I would probably use these sentiments. This one says, sending you sunny thoughts. I like that because it doesn't have to be a Christmas truck. Wishing you a festive Christmas, special delivery, farm fresh, every day is a fresh start. I like all the sentiments fine. I like both the trucks. Like this one's cool. You could color it. You could stamp it and kind of piece it together. Because they've got like a way you can piece. Come on back up in big print. Like you can piece together the tires or something. They've showed this paper piecing kind of stuff that you can do with it. I might use the trees and the grass and the fence. I would put the Christmas tree or the presents in the back of my truck, but I don't know that I'd do any of the other stuff, quite honestly. But I love the truck and I love the punch. So if you want the trunk punch, get it now while you can because it's still available right now. You would be, if you waited and got it as a bundle, it would be $41.25 for the both of them together. So you do get 10% savings on each item when you order them together. But again, I don't know that I'd want to wait. The punch is $22. So you'd get two 20 off of it if you wait and order it with the stamp set, which is not available. So that's 24, 44, 46 instead of, what did I say the bundle was? 41.25. You save about $5. These scoring blades, which my scoring blade never stays in my thing, so I ordered some of these. I'm hoping these will stay in. So they're it's like a replacement pack, and like I said, I hope they will stay in. And this set right here is kind of cool. This little it's a kit. It's a card kit, kind of like Paper Pumpkin, but it's not Paper Pumpkin. Okay. But it also, you can pull it up bigger, I think. Trying to get it to come up bigger. Come on. There, finally. So it comes with, these look like the card bases, maybe a couple different colors of card bases. It does better when I don't have my thing on it. I don't know. Let's see. So it comes with the card bases, like 2 different colors of card bases. These look like some punch outs that it comes with. Again, more like little punch out type thingies here. Some linen thread, some glue dots, some dimensionals, a little stamp set. I'm trying to see what's in the stamp. Oh, I can go to another page to get a better look at the stamp set. All right, so let me go out of that one. Let's go back to this page. This is the first page again. So it looks like some of the things that you can punch out are this little chair and like that leaf thing there, and I guess another kind of a leaf, tropical leaf looking thing, and an umbrella. And then there's the envelopes. And then here is the stamps. So you got these kind of neat little leaves, which can be used for anything. They don't have to be on a beach scene. Enjoy your day. Sit back and relax. I like both of those sentiments. And then the little dottage, which you can use the dots just to decorate your page, to take away some of the stark on a white sheet. Or you can make them like darken up your, an image that you stamp to make it look more sandy. Since it's like a beach kit. $22, 162418. I put that in my order today. So I ordered, oh, and here's the paper. So I can show you the paper here, but I'll show it to you. See if I can make it big. I'll show it to you in real life. If you had tomorrow, does it automatically go to the next page? Okay, so one side's got that, and then the other side is got this, has a little fox on it. I'm gonna just pull it up higher instead of trying to enlarge it. I love this one right here. And then it's got that on the back. And then we've got this one. And that one. This is another one I really like a lot right there. And that one. So I've been thinking up some things I can do with these, y'all. So we're going to start my Christmas in July. Hopefully this weekend. If not this weekend, earlier next week. I wanted to do so much last weekend, y'all. I just didn't feel good. And I was off. I had 4 days off. So I mostly just rested. And I guess I needed it. Now this I would have liked to have that because that came with the stamp set, but I just ordered the paper. But that's okay. I can still do stuff with that paper. So I ordered the paper. Well, I already had this paper, but it's on the online exclusive that's now available for you, as is the horse and sleigh set. And if you order it as a bundle, which is not available. So this one, the dies must be gone because this is the stamp set and it doesn't say unavailable. But the bundle says, well, wait, that's the French bundle. Hang on a minute. All right, so this is available. This new one right here is available. I didn't mean to do that. This is available. in English currently. It doesn't have a die cut with it or anything. The ribbon is still available. The scoring blade multi-pack is still available. The truck is still available. I'm doing English, y'all. Looks like the stamp pads for both French and English are not available. This kit is available. This is another new kit right here. It's available. Okay, Horse and Sleigh in English. The stamp set is available. The paper is still available. This Timeless Charms dice are available, online exclusive. Did I see the stamp set for that? Because that's not it. It must be lower in the paper. Okay. The snowflakes are still available. That's interesting. So our Horse and Sleigh is not available, but theirs is. No. Ours is. The French is not available. Okay, French stamp set's not available. But the English Horse and Sleigh bundle is available. I'm sorry, y'all. I said that wrong. So the French one is not available in a bundle. But the English one is still available. So it's bundled. You get it for $52. If you just want the stamp set, it's $24. If you want the dies, they're $34. Okay, and you can actually buy it as a suite for $72.50. In English, it is still available. So you would just put one number in. You'd still get the bundled rate for the dies and the stamp set, but you'd also get the paper and the snowflakes, and by just putting one number in, and you'd spend $72.50. That number is 162130. So if you like buying it all as one kit, so you have everything right there at your fingertips, that's what you need to do while it's still available. $72.50. That will qualify you for one set of bonus bucks from Stampin' Up. All right, let's go down. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So those are the things that just showed up today. Most of this stuff has been on here, but pretty much from this up are the new things that came in. But I never saw Timeless Charms. I don't know what that went with. That is just strange. Oh, maybe it's on the next page because it starts with a T. Would that have something to do with it? No, I don't think so. Look and see if y'all see Timeless Charms. I love this warm welcome set. I've used it some. See, there's the Rhino stamp set, but you can't get the dies anymore. These are some online only, these dies right here. They do some really interesting things. I don't have those right now. I would like to get them, but I don't have them currently. Oh, I'm going to have to go figure that one out because... And here, the Irresistible Bloom. See, it's been an online exclusive for a while. They keep, you know, something sells out, they've been bringing it back. But we just don't know. These, the 3D folders, embossing folders, that 3-pack, it's been out of stock a couple times. They keep bringing it back. So I feel like some of the stuff will come back. Hello Irresistible paper's been gone. It's come back. So I feel like some of the stuff, if it goes off, it'll come back, but not necessarily. So just, you can't count on it. We don't know. They don't tell us, unfortunately. While I'm here, let me pull out the clearance rack. Y'all, the clearance rack is unbelievable. Clearance. They've thrown a lot of stuff in here. Some stuff I've never seen before because it was probably before my time. Some of it I have seen, and the prices are unbelievable. Okay. So these were some sets from last year. It's catalog, the Waterfall, Fresh Cut, Yetis, Apple Blossoms was in that mini catalog last fall. So was the Playful Piggies. There's Leaves of Holly. That'd be pretty for Christmas. It's on clearance. The candy cane dies, you can still use those. You don't have to have the other stuff for sure. And this really cool background die thing right here. It was really, really cool. You can use that on a lot of stuff. I have that set. I did not use it enough. Let's see. See, I don't know what this Barn Dies is. That one's new to me. I love this North Pole Mischief Cling Stamp set. It's $14.75. I'd like to have that, but I'm having to be really careful right now, so I may not get it. Some of these fall things I'd like to have, but again, you know, since they're not current anymore. I made some really cool cards last year with the pheasant. He was kind of fun. There's the Yeti stamp set for $12.50, and the Yeti dies are still available up here too, so he's not sold out. So if you've got somebody that's a big Yeti fan, you should hop on that. So the dies are $11.20, and the stamp set is $12.50. So that's really good. There's the train dies. And I got the little Carolyn mice, and I didn't get to use those nearly enough, but they're only $9, so there's something else for Christmas. Here's the banners in French. I did see the banner dies, but I don't know if the banner stamps are available in English. There's another Christmas stamp set. There's some Christmas dies. There's that Gingham Cottage 12 by 12 paper. Look at that, $7.25. That was one of those giant packs because it was $30 originally. $7.25 of all the ginghams. I did not get that last year. And there's a how big is that pack? Okay, that was a regular size pack, but still, it's $3.25, y'all. $3.25. I actually saw something cheaper than that, so let's keep looking. I said something one time, I didn't think there was really anything under $3. I was wrong. Let me go back because I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So this natural woven ribbon, a lot of people really liked that last year. I don't think I ever had it. It was $2.25. There's the banner dies. This little guy's cute if you like somebody likes little sea animals. Okay, there's the stamp set in French. I saw the dies. There, that goes with Autumn Bouquet. Here's that pretty autumn paper down to $4.75. That was beautiful, beautiful paper for fall. There's some good ones in there for masculine cards. The Scotty Dog Punch is $8, y'all. That's more than half price. He is so adorable. You do not have to have the stamp to use him. Trust me, I used it a lot without the stamp. Here's that Hello Harvest from the fall. I think I saw the dies for that. Y'all, this is, and there's the wheat dies. Y'all, they have this whole set. This set is unbelievable. And even the soft seafoam ribbon that came with it last year, $1.25 for that ribbon, which is beautiful. This pack of paper, $2.25. This is the stamp set. It's in English, available in English. The stamp set is $16. The dies are $8.25. You've got this, the stamp set, and the die, and the paper, and this foam, sea foam. Oh, and these little guys too came with this set for $1.25. I still have some of these. So 1, 2, 3. If you got all 5 of those things, they were what I think they were what was in the suite. Yeah, and this paper's gorgeous. It was a bunch of foils. Like every side of every second side had a foil on it. Beautiful paper, and we still have a lot of those colors because like it's fresh freesia, soft seafoam, calypso coral. I think it was maybe pool party or balmy blue, one of those blues. $2.25. $2.25. I just don't know how else to say it. So, okay, here's some more down here. There's some red ribbon, red linen ribbon. Great for Christmas and Valentine's. Is $3. There's some Valentine paper. I mean a Valentine stamp. $12.60. Is thinking. Okay. That must have been some specialty paper. And again, there's the penguin punch. The turtle punch is still $10.80. This mint macaron ribbon is $3.40. There's an embossing folder, a hybrid one. This goes way back. This peach set, and that one's in French. There's another French set with the trees. If you just wanted the trees and the greenery and didn't care for the French. Flirty Flamingo ribbon. That's like the that's like this ribbon. It looks like the same kind of stuff that I had here for my Lost Lagoon that I showed you earlier. And that smoky slate ribbon's pretty. The ice cream cone, the kiss punch. Some of these have been on clearance for a while. I was just shocked about that one just being like, oh, the little penguin thing. I couldn't believe how inexpensive he was. We've got one more page of clearance. I thought this was cute. Of course, it's in French. A lot of the stamp sets available are in French. Okay, so there you go. Y'all be sure and visit the clearance rack. They're while supplies last. The online specials are, who knows, they might be while supplies last, but I'm thinking that most of them will be around for at least a period of time. I'm gonna plug my iPad in. And then the other thing that's going on right now special is the bonus days. For every $50 before taxes and shipping that you spend from now to the end of July, for every $50 you spend, you get $5 in bucks, bonus bucks. They emailed me my $5 today already. And you get that to use towards an order in August. Okay, so now, so today I went and ordered a handful of things. I spent right at $100, and then they added my, they added my taxes and my shipping. But so I got 2 $5 bonuses, I believe. I need to go back and check that, but I believe that's how it was. I'll double check that. And then, so if you spend $150 before taxes and shipping on one order, all at the same day at one time, you get $15 right off the bat in free products that you go and you get right then. And not only will you get that $15 right then, but you'll also get the $5 for each $50 that you spent to spend next month. So really you're getting $30 of free product with each $150 that you spend in July. Okay? But 15 of it you won't get till August. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Especially if there's something you really want, like a truck punch. Just saying. Okay, I got my, finally went, wait if I can find it. I know I stuck one in here. Oh, I'm going nuts. Get one over here. I finally got me some little emery boards at the drugstore. So when I get these raggedy edges, let's see, get these little raggedy edges like I did on these, I definitely need to change my blade. I think part of it's because I don't see well and I didn't realize it was that raggedy when I was doing it. But you can kind of get that raggedy edge up with an emery board. And if I'm going to take these out for the flower people to sell, I don't want them to have raggedy edges. So I'm going to take those off. And I think before I cut any more, I'll change my blade. Because I would rather spend the time making the cards than doing this. All right, so let's see. Whew, my eyes were just killing me. I go back to the eye doctor Monday. I'm hoping there's something they can tell me they can do, because it's just, I went and got my cataracts removed, and they told me how much better I'll see when it's over and all this stuff. Y'all, it's worse. Everybody that I've talked to that's ever gotten cataract surgery said how wonderful it was and how much better they could see, that they saw better than they did, before they even had the cataracts. And I was so excited about being able to see, because I've been practically blind most of my life. And I still feel like I'm kind of blind, especially in one eye. I can tell that my left eye, definitely, I can see better out of it, but it's still got a film. It's still blurry. That part's not any better. So it's almost like I still have the cataracts, because they were blurry before, and now they're still blurry. Oh, that's bad on that side. The right eye, I don't know what to think about my right eye. Not only is it still blurry and like I'm swimming underwater with no goggles on, I just don't feel like I can see out of it hardly at all. I don't know. I just don't know. And now I'm having to put on readers for everything close up. I can't see it all close up without these little reading glasses that I've picked up. And I keep changing the reading glasses. They come in all these different numbers and whatnot. And I can't find a number that works. They're all blurry. They're all blurry. None of them are working. Can't see on my computer at work to do my work without getting a headache. I can't do this work without getting a headache. Headache problems, balance. I'm off balance. I just don't feel good. I mean, part of it might just mean me not feeling good, but I do wonder how much of it is from being kind of off balance, and is it making me like vertigo and queasy and the headache and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm really frustrated. So if you're a praying person, I'd appreciate prayers, and I would appreciate for healing, please. Or if you just believe in any kind of good vibe wishes, I'll take those too. I've been very discouraged about this whole thing because I spent a lot of money to get the lenses that were going to make me see better and not just still be blind, but not blind with cataracts. I would have still been blind, but I wouldn't have had the cataracts if I had gone with the cheaper surgery. But now I'm still blind, and I paid $10,000. So just saying, I'm not happy, and I need to pray about what I'm going to say to my doctor next week, because I got another bill in the mail from the surgery center, because the insurance company says they billed twice for the same thing. The insurance company ain't going to pay for it but once. And now they're trying to get the money from me, and that was not in the original estimate of what I would have to pay them. And I'm not paying another $1,100. I'm sorry. Especially since I still can't see. I was telling them I never got the bill. I can't see to read my mail. Okay. Quit complaining now. Right now, you know, it's the way it is, but I'm hoping it can get fixed. So. Right, and I think I may go back to using the scoring tool, since I have so many of these to do. And even if they're, I was doing them because I thought, well, if they're little, I can just do them myself and they'll be more likely to be right. Sometimes they're off when I use the scoring tool, but the scoring tool definitely saves time, so I think I'll probably go back and use the scoring tool on the next batch. All right, so I need my gold, need my orange, and I need my wild wheat. All right, so if y'all decide to want to use me as a demonstrator, if you don't have one yet, and you'd like, I'd appreciate using me as your demonstrator. If you ever need anything, any questions, or want any help with an order, I'm more than glad to help with any of that. The best way to reach me is texting me on my cell phone, especially if I don't know who you are, because I don't answer the phone if I don't know you. But if you text me, then I can text you back, and we can find a time to talk and all that good stuff. Excuse me while I take a sip of my drink, my Olipop. Orange squeeze flavor. That's really good. Orange is good. Root beer's good. Orange is good. They're my favorite so far. Pull me over a little piece of paper so I don't get my mat dirty. So anyway, you'll have to go to stampinup.com, because I don't have a website yet that you can order through. But go to stampinup.com, do the little down menu button, and you'll find, I think you do view everything or something like that, and it will do find a demonstrator. And so you click on that, and you can put my name in. You can search my name, I think, or city or something. So you can put my name, Kimberly O'Brien. There's how it's spelled, KIMBERLYOBRIEN, Kimberly O'Brien. Or you can put in Anderson, South Carolina. It would come up that way too. I'm pretty sure that I've tried it both ways. And then if you spend less than $150, I would appreciate you using my host code. So when you go to check out, they'll say, do you have a host code? And you put it in, put those letters, there's all letters except for the last one's a number, and put my host code in. And then, oh gosh, y'all, I forgot to sponge it. There's one that's not worth anything. Got busy talking. Okay, so back again. So you'd put in my host code, and that's if you spend less than $150. And then I can get the accumulate the points to buy extra products, to get prizes to send out to my people that watch live. And I really hope that, I think this is the side that's going down. I really hope that I can get my 50 subscribers by the end of July so that I can do some live YouTubes. So please go and have your friends all subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that I can get the 50 subscribers and they'll let me do lives. Because right now I can't do lives. So I'd really appreciate that. That'd be the best thing y'all could do for me right now. And it would also help if y'all can comment and like on my page. That would be awesome also, on this video. And if you like any of the material that I've showed you and you want to share that, that would be awesome. There we go. That one looks better. So I remembered to do everything that time. Now I'll kind of get rid of some of the excess ink. If you spend more than $150, $150 and more, we already talked about you're going to get bonus bucks for every $50 you spend. But you'll also get $15 of product from Stampin' Up! That you can spend right then at that time, at that moment. So you want to do that also. And then if you're spending at least $50 with me, or no, at least $35, I'll send you a free card kit. And if you spend $50, not only will you get the free card kit from me, but you'll also get another bonus gift. So, if anybody has any questions about any of that, I'd appreciate it. The only way I'm going to know you did that, though, is if you use that bonus code for this thing right here. If you spend the larger amount of money, I'll still get you this. I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll know that you ordered. But you can send me a message anyway. Say, hey, I just spent $180 or whatever it is. Just wanting you to know. that always helps, because I'll need to, yeah, that would be great if you could do that too. All right, y'all. Okay, now I can get it going. I can think about what I'm doing, and I can do it right. Woo! Okay. Get a few of these done, and then I'll say goodnight. Pumpkin pie. And so I'm mostly just doing this edge because this is the side that's getting put on the card, okay? But I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing bits and pieces of it in the pumpkin pie. So I've still got a little bit of the pumpkin pie and the, what's that one called? Crushed curry. I want all the colors. I don't want just crushed curry, and I don't want just pumpkin pie. And that's why I'm sponging them on there. So I have more than one color. That makes sense, right? So what y'all think about this? Would y'all want one of these little cards to add to your little bundle of flowers that you buy at the sunflower field? Because the sunflower field's going to be, starts Friday if you live in the, Saturday, I'm sorry, Saturday, Sunday, this Saturday, Sunday, next Saturday, Sunday in Anderson, South Carolina. If you live anywhere in the upstate. I cannot remember who they said they're given the money to this year, but it always goes to a local nonprofit of some sort to help whatever one they want to help this year. So, and I'm just donating these little cards as my little way of helping out. So, to try to give back to the community a little bit, and this is how I'm doing it. I wanted to do this last year, but I just couldn't get it together. I'm barely getting it together this year, so y'all can say a prayer about that too, because I got to get these finished. I don't know why I had such a smudge right there. It might not look so bad once it dries. But I think when I checked, I was up to 15 subscribers. When I checked earlier, I don't know if I think that was this morning that I saw that I was up to 15. So I think somebody subscribed yesterday. I think I just got ink on that. I had some ink on my fingers. Better take care of that. Need to clean my hands. So yeah, I think I got a new subscriber like last night. So I would really, that's the biggest thing that y'all could do for me right now is get other people to subscribe to my channel. Those of you that have already subscribed, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to a channel. There's no cost involved. I think people, when they hear subscribe, they think they've got to pay money. But to get a YouTube account costs you nothing. You don't have to give them a credit card number. There's nothing like that. You just need to set up an account, and it's done. It's a Google account, basically. You have to have a Google account. And that's how you get your YouTube account, is through your Google. And then once you have that account, then you can subscribe to different YouTube things that you'd like to see content from. You can subscribe, you can like, you can comment, you can share, you can do all that fun stuff. But without that account set up, they won't let you do it. So again, just if you can get your friends and family to do that for me, that would be a huge, huge help. And I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's close these up and we'll do our leaves. Come on. There it goes. So I'm going to set them over here. And I had the leaves. Oh, it's the big leaf. Okay. I'll turn that over again. And here is my piece. You know what? That's almost perfect. Sorry to say it's almost going to work perfect. That'll just line up the corner, but no, it didn't work that easily. Well, too bad. Well, it's close. No, I don't think that's right. All right, let me try again. That's right there. There. I think that's it. I think that's got it. That's how it lines up. So I can kind of get this in my head. They should all be close to the same right there. All right, and then let's get out my, set that one aside. Get out my olive here and do some leaves. Okay, don't move. I'll do one right here. And here. Here. Cool. It's not great. I'm going to try to do that one. I'm going to get my head over this. I'll try to get it again. We're not making too much mess. I kind of made a mess. I might have two that are messed up now. I don't know. We'll see. My eyes are just a mess, y'all. Okay. Maybe I should put my glasses back on, because I did have them off. And I had to be careful because this thing will get ink on it. And I put my fingers in there and then I'll be putting them on the card, and that's not good. So now if I can do nice solid images on here, that would be helpful. Let's see how that looks, if that's any better. Woo, went flying across the room. Yeah, that's good. I actually shouldn't have had my what's the word I'm looking for? I shouldn't have pulled my flower in quite as far. I pulled it in a little too far on this one. And I don't want to use a marker because I don't have the Stampin' rights, and the blends will go through. But I can use, let me get a, sorry if my arm's in the camera there, a blender pen. Let's get a blender pen. See what color that one's. Got some blue on it. Get that off. Get that blue off. Alright. Do some magic with the green right here. We'll kind of make them do it to all of them so they seem kind of the same. Let's add a little bit this color. It's not exactly the same when I pull it in the blender pen, but it's pretty close. That'll work better. That helped. Yay! And I actually might be able to fix that other one that I messed up with that as well. Okay, here we go again. I think it's like that. See, this one I didn't stamp it up as close to the edge of the card, and so I can get some better images, I think, of the leaf. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, I think too. Oh, let me find it. Here it is. So Tombow sells these adhesive, and they sell 3 different ones, and they sell one that's a removable adhesive. You can also get the refills of it. So don't ever throw your main cartridge away, because you can pull it off and put a new refill in it. But the one that's kind of a green color, just keep that in mind. You don't want to try to use it for real adhesive. Ask me how I know. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this adhesive back here. Again, it's temporary, but it'll just kind of hold it down a little bit while I'm trying to stamp it. All right, but I got to find where it goes first. which I think it's gonna go right. I think I've got it going in the right spot. And I'm trying not to lay my fingers on there too much because of it being kind of dirty, and I don't want to get that green ink all over my fingers. Alrighty, so here we go. Here's one. I'll do this one kind of sideways, and I'll do this one here. Here we go. And I've got one more. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry if I put my head in the way. Probably did. It actually works a little bit better if you can see just a touch of the gold outside of these. I'm using this old piece of Post-it tape to kind of put that down so it's not getting on my thumb. But it layers a little bit better if you can put the mask down, pull it off of the edge just a touch. It's kind of hard when I have so many places I have to try to cover though with the masking. There we go. All right, let's go back to the first one that I did. Let's do them in reverse order so they get a minute to dry. And then this has a minute to dry also. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn them over. I'm going to stamp the back side. The back side I'm stamping with the smaller leaf and the Stampin' Up logo. And so I'm going to do my hands again. I just want to make sure my hands are clean so I don't get these filthy by putting my dirty hands on them. Okay. See, there's little bits of yellow here and there on this one, but it's going to be covered up a little bit with my leaves. Okay, leaves. I think it goes this way. And that goes down here at Stampin' Up. That's the hardest stamp to put down because it's my hand's shaking. I gotta get it down straight and it's hard to do. Okay. Since it's still in my hand, I'll do it first. Maybe if I use both hands to kind of put it down, I'll be able to do it better. Yeah, it's still crooked. Arrgh. All right. Okay. All right, so that's those. Got one more. Aw, man. Or if anybody get mad at me if I just leave that one. I think it's close enough. I think it would look worse if I try to cover it up. I guess I could put a piece of I might be putting a piece of cardstock over that and doing it over again. Just a tiny, tiny strip. Which I have because that was the strip that didn't get used on my, that's the little piece of waste that I have on these, when I was cutting my card, when I was cutting all my little cards, and I just had that little strip of waste. You have to be careful when you get wet, ink on the edges of these like this. that it doesn't, you can kind of see how it did on my scraps. If you're not careful, see it'll come off and it does that kind of a little halo kind of thing. And that's the biggest thing you have to be careful of. So every once in a while, it's a good idea to just go ahead and clean off your stamp in case you're getting some on that edge. And that'll help you prevent from getting the halo. So yeah, it must just be kind of, because it looks like I have it lined on there straight, but I might have to do it over again. Try it again. I honestly don't think anybody's going to be overcritical about it. It's not like I'm getting paid for these. They're, oh, temporary tape, Kim, temporary tape. Here, I'll just use my glue. I think I've got my other tape over there, but it's covered up. I'll just use glue. Oh my goodness. Just go ahead and do it because I might forget about it if I don't do it now. All right, here we go, Stampin' Up. And that doesn't look terrible at all. That's fine. That looks much better than the other option was. Envelopes. I think I only got 4 here that I was happy with the results of anyway. So the back of the envelope has the little leaves, the 2 little leaves. The leaves. I think I need to open it up to do it. I want to do a firm stamp, but I don't want to go so hard that I get the halo. Need one more. My stamp pulled up at 3. Okay, so we'll do one more. Okay. All right, and then on the front, I need my this color again, and I'm just using this color. I'm not touching it up with any of the pumpkin or the wheat color. I'm just doing them this color. Okay, and I'm avoiding the leaf, just the flower. These are easy. I think once I get a pattern going here, it's going to go much better. And now that I kind of remembered everything I did, that helps too. I'm going to probably get out a new Wink of Stella that hadn't been opened. Oh, and I was thinking about doing the little bee inside. I might wait. I think I'll wait on the bee. And if I hear back from some of you guys on what y'all's thoughts are about the little bee. Here he is. Let's see. I think I decided I liked the whole bee. And I think if I put him inside the card, I'd want to do, I think that still had some black on it. Do it the golden color. Crushed curry. I kind of got him going the wrong way. I want him more like up. Doing crushed curry. And then the other bee looks, it's a little different look to him here. That's him. That's the other bee. Or I could do him in black. So, if any of you are listening, let me know your thoughts on adding the little bee. So if I put him on the front of the card, because I'd have to pretty much put him on top of something, because I don't think it's going to show if I put the yellow on top of the yellow. And I did some on a practice page somewhere. Where did I put that? Practice page, y'all. Where did I put it? There's that little thing I was looking for earlier. No, I did put that page that I was practicing on. Oh, here it is. So I did the little bee in black, so I could put him on there like that, or I could just put him on the inside in the gold, I think. Or I could do this on the inside. I could do, because this won't show through, I don't think, because I've got this wild wheat color here. If it doesn't look too green, if it looks more, because this color is kind of weird. It depends on what you put it on. Let me put it inside one of these cards, one of these practice cards, and let's see what we think. This was not one of my favorite practice cards, but that's okay. So let's see which way my bee's facing before I put him down here. So if I put one here, and put one, I think you need more than one, don't you? I could do something like this, and then use my little marker here and do his little body, the inside of his little body. I definitely have to put my glasses back on to do this. If I use the blender pens though, it will bleed through. I don't think these are bleeding through. These should not bleed through. So I would do that like so. And put some little bees on the inside. The other option is like this other card that was a practice card, is to do, I'll get that out of my way. Where's the bee? I'm wiping off on my in here. Alright, to do him inside the card on this one, and I could just do him in the in this color, and I know I've got some smeared in here. And just for the heck of it, stamp one of these little other guys in case you like him. But I need to do him that direction in case you like this guy. So y'all let me know what you think if you see this video between now and Friday night, like, I don't know, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, which is Friday the 7th of July. If I can get a comment from anybody on your thoughts about the little bee, if you like it here on the inside, if you think you'd like it better on the outside. I never stamped one on the outside, and I can stamp it. This is the one more like what I actually did, I think, because that one I did some sponging on. Let's see. I could stamp. I feel like he'd need to be black though on the outside of the card, otherwise he's not going to show up, I don't think. And keep in mind this card's a little bigger, but I could put one or two on my little card. Well, now wait a minute, that didn't show up at all. Why not? Oh, I stamped it in the wrong color. There it is, the black on my other ink pad there. That's why they don't show up. That's why I said I have to use it on black on the front of the card, because I'll do one of these other little guys, because otherwise it's not going to show up. Okay. And keep in mind that the finished card, the real card, is a little smaller. So bees, no bees, black bees, yellow bees, inside bees, outside bees. I need to know what your thoughts are on the bees. And then the card's basically finished. I was going to initial and put the year on it on the back. But other than that, the cards and the Winkostella. I do need to get, I got a new Winkostella pen I've got to get out. So I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for listening to me. I didn't mean to be so long. I wasn't planning on going so long, but then I started showing y'all all the stuff on the clearance rack and everything. So, oh well. You guys have a great night, and God bless everyone. Stay safe. Appreciate it. Good night.